the MeteoMark Weather Show. Let's take a look at some viewer sent in photos. These two photos sent in by Lenny Mandela. Usually he's sending them out through Roseland, New Jersey, but this time he was visiting Penn State, and you can see some very interesting photos here. First photo is a sunset near Milton, PA. It's along Route I-80, and this was coming back from Penn State. Very nice sunset. Thank you, Lenny. Sometimes it's not easy to get sunsets when the ambient light is going down like this, but you managed to capture one heck of a sunset here. Very nice. You get the nice colors off in the distance. So very beautiful part of Pennsylvania. If you haven't visited up that direction, I highly recommend it. Let's take a look at his second photo here. Nice rainbow. This actually on Penn State campus. Penn State campus is a very beautiful campus, and as you can see, a very nice rainbow in the background. Very nicely captured against a nice dark backdrop. Usually you like to capture these rainbows against a nice dark backdrop, so very nice job. Thank you, Lenny Mandela, for sending those in. And I encourage you to send all your photos and videos here to MeteoMark. Let's take a look at the forecast. So take a quick look at precipitation. We'll have some light precipitation amounts through the next 5 days across much of the area through early next week across the eastern portion of the United States. We'll have another frontal boundary moving through early next week, which will bring rain and snow showers here in the Pacific Northwest. That's where we'll see more in the way of storminess, some more threats of precipitation here in the northern plains as well. So what we got going on for precipitation. Now let's take a look at that all-important forecast through your weekend, through the end of the weekend, early next week. You can see here pushing up the East Coast. You got a lot of interesting weather here, but nothing really gathering strength. So at this point, I don't think we'll see an exciting weekend of weather here. Although we will see possibilities of lake effect snow showers, rain showers, and clouds. That'll keep the clouds on here in the northeast. And it's here across the midsection and then Pacific Northwest where things get a little bit more interesting through Sunday. And eventually here into Monday, you can see here across much of the east, we start to get that frontal boundary moving in the direction. And this is that first quick system that's going to bring a quick shot of maybe some light rain and some light snow to some areas. But we're not looking at a blockbuster event. Now let's skip ahead quickly to the end of next week. It really looks like that the euro, at this point, a lot of models are really backing off away from the euro, and even the euro itself has started to back off a little bit. So that tells me that at this point, it's really indicative of a system that doesn't really look like it's going to materialize. I really thought, analyzing the models last night and the day before, that the euro was creating something out of nothing. And given that there's not enough energy in the area and the region of the East Coast to support such a giant system, I really had my doubts. And at this point, I'm pretty much going, at this point, in this juncture, I'm going with the GFS and some of the other ensembles on this and keeping the storm system further out to sea. It will become a low pressure system, but it will be more of an open wave, zooming quickly out to sea, because really, in all honesty, this high pressure system across the plains and eventually the Mississippi River Valley will win out. It's a 1046 millibar high. That's a very high pressure. And we won't see much blocking up here in Greenland, in eastern North America and the North Atlantic. So there's really nothing to keep the system from really scooting out to sea at this point. And there's nothing to really push it up the coast and block it. So at this point in the juncture, I would expect light snow showers at points across the mid-Atlantic, Appalachians, and Northeast, but I am not expecting at this point a major crippling snowstorm. So that's my opinion at this point. Things could change, but in this juncture, the way I'm interpreting the models is that. It's simply that. The euro was picking up on some kind of anomaly. It was basically spinning up something out of nothing, energy that was not really completely there. And some of the timing issues I had a problem with too, the Ohio Valley low, transferring energy to the coast and whatnot. So that's exactly what I was thinking at this point. And I'll leave you, of course, with the snow map of North America, mostly Canada. this is going to remind folks that we are above normal snowfall here in Canada, especially northern and central Canada. So we are not this is just the beginning. We are not out of the woods. For you snow lovers in the east, I know this may seem like bad news to you, but really, in all honesty, we are actually just getting into the start of things. So this is going to be a much more exciting winter than previous winters. And that's pretty much going to do it here at MeteoMark. Don't forget to like me on Facebook at MeteoMark. Subscribe to me on YouTube at MeteoMark.com. Here's a 5-day outlook for my hometown viewers from the Susquehanna region of upstate New York to the Susquehanna region of northeast Pennsylvania. Take a look at this. Heading on through your weekend, more clouds than sun. There's not much you can do about that, but at least it won't rain or snow. We'll maybe have some flurries around. Heading on into the early part of next week through the middle part of next week, we do Tuesday and Wednesday, we start to get into those scattered snow showers, maybe some light snow developing early Wednesday morning with some of that energy from the Ohio Valley low. So that's what we're going to be looking at across much of the country. And of course, the Susquehanna region of New York and Pennsylvania here. So that's pretty much going to do it here at MeteoMark.